if you were killing time waiting for a train at Brighton or Hove railway stations, what would you think if you heard this? Now, how about this for an idea? A piano on the concourse at one of our local stations. Peter Kyle is Labour's prospective parliamentary candidate for Hove, and he's written to Southern Trains, asked them to consider the idea. Good morning, Peter.
Good morning. Are you playing the piano there?
I am. I've been practising this all night.
Congratulations.
Do you want to hear my other one? I've been practising this one all night as well. Here we go. Now then,
do you have singing in the rain, though? I think that might be more appropriate today.
Yeah, I suppose it would be. Peter, now they do this is there not a station in London that has this?
St Pancras has this, and quite a lot of stations abroad have it as well, in public spaces.
Right.
I mean, I was walking through St Pancras a little while ago. I visit there every now and then, and saw a young student sitting there at the piano playing absolutely beautifully in his uniform. I went over and chatted to him, and he said that he goes there every lunchtime because the piano at his school is always busy or is out of use. And he sits there, and there are so many passers-by just sitting there and admiring and listening, and then just going off to catch their trains afterwards. I mean, it's worth saying that nothing makes up for trains running on time and rail companies making sure that they tackle overcrowding and so forth. But actually, you know, Brighton Station has had a lot of money invested in it. It is a beautiful station, and why can't we just have a few beautiful sounds in there to match the beautiful station itself?
Well,
and when we have...
Yes, we have had a number... we've had a number of different people saying the last thing I want after commuting is to hear some amateur having a go at chopsticks. What do you think?
I think that's a bit grumpy.
Right.
I think actually what that's doing is putting in the lowest common denominator. I mean, why assume that there'll be someone who can't play the piano who's just banging out a tune that doesn't make sense, when actually you might get somebody there who has a huge amount of talent. I mean, I personally think that Brighton Hove is absolutely jam-packed full of creative talent. You know, look at the Brighton Festival we have every year. Look at some of the other music festivals we have every year. Look at the buskers that we have. Look at the people who pass through that station who are just bursting with talent. You know, why do we have to assume that people don't have talent? Yeah. I think people sitting there would quite fancy showing off some of the talent they have, and I think most people would actually enjoy listening and experiencing the talent that we have amongst us.
Peter, I almost feel like I want to put this to the test on the programme tomorrow to see whether or not we can actually try it.
Well, perhaps people could suggest a few tunes that might be appropriate, and I'll also promise that I won't play the piano, because I certainly don't play, but I'll certainly provide the piano if Southern Rail will give me the opportunity to do so.
I tell you what, we're going to have a word with Southern Rail. Let's see if we can pull this off for tomorrow's programme. We'll put it to the test, Peter. Thank you very much indeed, and we'll remember some of the other ones that you've suggested, these songs. And Don has come up with a lovely